Hi everybody, my name's Skiff. Thank you for joining me. We're about to jump back into Beacon Pines. This is the second part of my playthrough, so let's just crack on and see what's going to happen today.
Chapter 3. Finding a Friend. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table. Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess... What? I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rollo get up to yesterday? Oh, nothing interesting. I hope he's bathed. You remember he was covered in bin juices and stuff. Ugh. Here. Hello? Calm down. No, of course it was the right thing to do. Start gathering folks, I'll be right there. Are you sure there isn't anything you want to tell me about yesterday? Anything I want to tell you? Not really, we just sort of ran around a bit.
Gran's brow furrowed. She let out a long sigh. Her voice was quiet and even.
I have to go take care of something. You are to stay in this house for the day. Under no circumstances are you to leave. What? If I am not back by dinner, there's stew in the icebox. But nothing. You are to stay here, understand? What does she know? She knows something. Yeah. Say it. I'll stay here till you get back. Good. Well, that was strange. That's what I'm thinking. If there's anything else to open or look at. No. Phone? No. While I think about it, I'm going to apologise now as well. I've got a hot drink just off to the side here, so if I go a little bit strange, it's just because I'm having a drink. I woke up this morning and felt a little bit so hopefully it's just because of the change in the weather and nothing bad. I don't think it is. I don't feel that unwell, but just hot drink still, so bear with me.
A faint electronic sound floated in the air.
Oh, okay. We just stood around and did nothing. Is that coming from upstairs? That's Morse code. I don't know Morse code though. Hello? Is anyone there? It's gotta be coming from... I reckon it's coming from here. She's got stuff in there. Oh wait, we've got the walkie-talkie. Hello? Rollo, is that you? Over? Yes, very strange indeed. I have some really cute pictures with that.
Luca glanced at the now silent walkie-talkie. He wasn't sure what to think.
That's definitely Rollo at the door. Oh, okay. Roxy. This is about me accidentally kicking you yesterday. Is Rollo here? No. Look at me, Luca. This is serious. Is Rollo here? No, I haven't seen him since yesterday. Rollo didn't come home last night. What?
A pit formed in Luca's stomach.
Where was the last place you saw him? We were playing around in Weepwood, and then it was late and we went home. Weepwood. If he's alive, I'm going to kill that little creep. Is there anything else? Anything that he said?
Luca's mouth felt dry.
No, we were just messing around. Okay. I need to go let people know to check the woods. Just stay out of trouble. Oh, that's why Gran was questioning us earlier, because obviously Rolo's gone missing. She could have just said that, though. Go see if he's hiding in the library or something.
Luca could feel his heart beating in his throat.
Rolo. Where are you? But Gran told us not to leave the house. There, fuck that shit. Let's go. Our friend's in danger. He needs us. I don't know what kind of accent it was. Apologize. Oh, who are you? Hey, Bert. Have you seen Rolo? Nope. Though I've mostly been talking to clipboards. They're setting up lots of stuff for the festival. This one said he had to process some answers. I told him that was fine. I'll wait right here until he gets back. Can we look at any of this stuff? Howdy, Luca. Hello again, Pete. We're not Pete, silly goose. It's Toby. You could have fooled me. Well, hey, it's no problem. The important thing is we'd love to hear your thoughts. Yeah, I'm getting that impression. We're all a part of something special, Luca. And it all starts right here in Beacon Pines. I got it.
Toby looked up from the clipboard excitedly.
That's right. So, how about you start by telling me? Look, no offense, but I've got my own stuff to take care of. Oh, you joker. We're all a part of this together. You'll let us know when you're free to answer a few questions. We really need to get back to work. Just a couple more minutes. If Roxy said she will be here, then she will be here. Just don't see why I'm standing around doing nothing and waiting for Roxy when I could be standing around doing nothing and getting paid for it. That is very valid. Come on, Lumi, Roxy needs our help. Ugh, my parents wouldn't listen. No offense, but isn't Rollo always getting into trouble? Something feels different this time. What can we do to help? We need to check where the adults aren't. So I guess it's up to us to check Weepwood. Our shift doesn't end for another couple of hours. We could spend the time making posters. That would be great. I guess. Right, Fitz and I will check Weepwood and we'll be back later to pick up the posters. I think my dad has a map of Weepwood. Let's swing by my house and grab it before we head out. I don't recognize these ladies. What's this about a missing child? I must stress that the situation is completely under control. It just all seems so terrible. And you're sure there's nothing we can do to help? Nonsense, young Mr. Cotter will turn up safe and sound, I am certain. You just focus on settling in. Trust my sister has supplied you with suitable lodging? Oh yes, Miss Valentine has been more than accommodating. We were just telling our daughter Beck that... Now where did she run off to? Where was the library? I can't remember. Down here? No. Hey, Yulson. History Museum. It's laughable, really. Did you happen to see Rollo in there? No, just the shadow of a family, clinging onto a town, clinging onto the past. Feel free to check for yourself, but don't expect to have your mind blown. Yeah, let's do it. Might learn a bit more about the foul harvest.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here, in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Capital Riverfence Fund.
Cool. Okay. That was unhelpful. Well, maybe for you. Hey, Griffin, has Rollo been by? Haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll show up safe and sound. And when he does, tell him there's a strawberry chocolate double scoop waiting for him on the house. He'll like that. We gotta touch it again. Yeah. Is the library up the top here? Last chance die now. Hey, Dawn. Is it true about Rollo? Yeah, he didn't come home last night. I wonder if it's connected. Connected to what? I was checking in on reports about increased activity around town. What sort of activity? Windowless trucks, mechanical noises, strange lights. The typical shady stuff. Who would be doing all that and why? Well, I have a few leads. The Valentine family's always suspicious. Perennial Harvest certainly has the resources. Do you have any idea where Rollo could be? Best place to start looking is where the trail went cold. Where did you see him last? We were in Weepwood, right by Valentine's fertilizer. I'll check out Weepwood when my shift ends. I'll do my best work at night. Oop.
Kato volunteered at the library during the summers. He wasn't very social, so he'd dedicate each summer to becoming an expert in a single subject, making him a reliable source of very particular knowledge. If you were to ask Kato something he didn't know, he'd escape into the dusty old bookshelves and return with just the right thing.
I can appreciate that. Hey, Kato.
Kato was lost in his reading. Luca crooked his neck to see the title, Introduction to Melitology.
Ahem. Oh, he's adorable. I love penguins. I really love penguins. Penguins and foxes, I'd say, are my favourite sort of animals. Oh, hey, Luca. You snuck up on me. Good book? Dunno, just started
He
it.
gestured to the shelves.
I'm really running out of books I haven't read yet. So now it's on to the wonderful world of bees. Turns out bees are pretty cool. For instance, did you know that around 70% of bee species actually live in underground tunnels? Really? I didn't know that. Or that if there are two queens in a hive, they will fight to the death for supremacy. That I did know. That's interesting, but you haven't seen Rollo around recently, have you? Not since yesterday. Keep an eye out for him, okay? Sure thing. If I see him, you'll be the first to know. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Did Rollo come by? No. I was actually surprised. He's usually here early on days when a new issue drops. Rollo's the biggest Hank Atomic fan I know, besides myself, that is. Well, if he does swing by, tell him to meet me you know where. I don't know where. No, he knows where. Oh, roger that, Space Cadet.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty array of thick science books. Only one binding was clean enough to read. Cellular Biology and the Chemistry of Mitosis.
Boring.
Mycological Phosphorescence.
I'm not sure what mycological is, but phosphorescence is where things glow, isn't it? Micro complete loss of interest.
The entire top level of the library was devoted to comics.
Oh,
most
nice.
of which were Hank Atomic and the myriad of lesser revered spin-offs. the cobs I've eaten, a salad-centric travel guide for the mildly adventurous. Sally Seashore's simple succulent sundries. Luca brushed off a smudge of dust. Or maybe it was flour. 30 recipes so easy you'll doubt it's even edible. A peek behind the curtain. The methods and ruminations of Patrick C. Montesquieu. One of the greatest acting minds of our time by Patrick C. Montesquieu. There were rarely any actual new additions. Simply a variety of existing content rotated into the front display each week.
Oh. What sort of monster puts candy behind a locked door? Oh yeah, Mr. Nuncreed works weird hours sometimes. Of course he does. How about you? Where do I work? No, what's your name? Luca Van Horn. You new here? Yep, not by choice.
Beck's family moved often, giving her little time to establish any real connections. She would tell you she prefers it that way.
I'm looking for my friend Rollo. He didn't come home last night. So he's missing? I guess so. Like, missing? Does that sort of thing happen a lot around here?
Luca shifted his feet uncomfortably.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So I should probably get going. Let's go, come along, make a new friend. Hey, wait up. What?
Beck pulled a coin from her pocket.
I'm coming with you. What? So says the unlucky penny. Unlucky? Yep, well, technically it landed on heads. Leave this kid to find his friend alone. But I always do the opposite. Oh, that's kind of like me and Rollo. I guess Rollo is my unlucky penny. That settles it. A person should never be without their unlucky penny. Let's go find him. Name's Beck. Pleasure to meet you, Beck. I suppose I could use some help. Try to keep up. Joey, have you seen Rollo around? No, sorry, Luca. I had my eyes in the dirt looking for beetles. I can't seem to find any. He never came home last night. Do you think it's because it's being colder than normal? I don't see why that would have anything to do with Rollo. No, the beetles. Do you think the temperature confused their circadian rhythms or something? Who's to say? I'm no beetologist. Just keep eye out for him, would you? Of course. Oh. Dang, they boarded up the way in. Ooh. Don't go splashing around in it.
Luca felt a chill as he approached Beck. Her eyes were locked on the strange green liquid. The nearby grass was coated in a fine layer of frost.
Is this sort of thing normal around here? Because puddles of glowing ooze are definitely not what I expected from this place. I have no idea what that stuff is. Well, the next obvious step is science. And what does science suggest? Poke it with a stick!
Luca watched as Beck dipped a broken tree branch into Beck's eyes widened as flowers grew from the dead wood. First small buds, which quickly bloomed into vibrant petals.
Cool.
As quickly as they had grown, the flowers began to shrivel and turn gray.
Oh.
Beck dropped the stick with a grunt of disgust.
Okay. So the science tells us this gunk is weird as hell. Oh yeah, it seems dangerous. Hey Tish, look what the cat dragged in. Yup. Don't have time for this right now, Iggy. Oh, don't say things like that. It hurts Tish's feelings. Ain't that right, Tish? Yup. She looks fine to me. Why, hello. I don't think we've been properly introduced. Iggy's a name. This is my compatriot, Tish. Yup. You've probably heard of us. Can't say I have. I'll forgive you just this once on account of you being new around here. Why would you hang out with this dud? Oh, he seems pretty alright. Iggy, why do you have to be so you? Has he even told you that his parents skipped out on him? Shut up. It's true, they got tired of having such a pathetic kid and left him. Iggy, I'm only gonna say this one time. Don't talk about my family. Ah, well look who's grown a backbone now that a girl's around. First his pops croaked. This kid is a right little shit. Like, just smack him in the face. I'm not normally one to, like violence, but this kid deserves a smack. Then his mum finally couldn't take it anymore and bounced. Oh yeah, smack him. Don't push him in the goo though, that might be a bit too far.
His sneer lit by the glowing puddle. Beck could see tears welling in Luca's eyes, his fists clenched.
Smack him.
Some things about Beacon Pines were very different from the city, but a bully from a hayseed town is really no different from a city bully. Beck took a deep breath and thought.
Well, time to bust out the strange. You gotta go strange, you gotta try and creep. What is it? Weird out the weird. Creep out the creepers, and most of the time it works.
Well, time to bust out the strange.
Alright, Luca. Looks like you need a little mud bath. What's wrong with you, new kid? We're about to pound your friend.
Beck stared in silence, the only sign of life being the twitch of an eye.
It's weird when people don't talk. Yup. Stop being a weirdo. Hello? Are you some kind of wackadoo? Makes sense. Wackadoos travels in packs, eh, dud?
At the sight of Iggy taunting Beck, something in Luca snapped. Iggy's smirk shifted to a look of shock as Luca launched himself into his stomach.
Go on, Luca! Ah! Oh no, you
Iggy's
pushed him in the
clothes were
goop.
drenched in the glowing
Ooh,
ooze.
probably not for the best. You jerk, my clothes are ruined. I'm
Iggy's
gonna...
voice began to slur as he struggled to get up.
Ooh. I don't feel so good. Elf? I'm sorry, I just... Oh, shit. Yeah? Why'd you push him in the goop? You didn't have to push him in the goop, you could have pushed him the other way. That was intense. Iggy's gonna be okay, right? Nothing about this seems
Person at the
okay.
warehouse. This strange ooze and what it did to Iggy. Was Rollo caught up in all of this?
I have to find Rollo. You took the words out of my mouth. It's the same as what it said last time. Okay, so a good thing is it won't let me just walk in the green goo. Okay, so nothing else here. Oh. Hyena man. Whoa there, little buddies. You startled me. What in the dickens are you up to in this part of town? We were just helping look for Rollo. Oh, you haven't heard the good news? Rollo showed up safe and sound a bit ago. Really? So where was he? It's funny, really. He just got a little turned around in the woods. They can be disorientating, you know. I'm starting to get that impression. Rollo's at his house now, getting some well-deserved rest. Oh, that's a relief. You two should scurry along before you get lost yourselves. Yeah, come on, Beck. I can't wait to introduce you to Rollo. Oh, that reminds me. Lucy, your grandmother was looking for you. She was? She was worried sick. You should march straight home. I guess. Beck, your folks might be getting worried too. I'll walk you home. I need to talk with Nellie about work anyway.
Beck glanced toward Luca.
I guess all's well that ends well. I'll introduce you to Rollo tomorrow. Sure. Glad he's okay.
Rollo was safe.
Now, don't like to make judgments, because hyenas, for what they are, actually are kind of cool. Like, I've seen some interesting videos recently, but they are normally depicted in things as being the kind of creepy one. And the fact that, I don't know, he's given me kind of slightly weird vibes. And it might be also that I just watched Lion King the other day, but is he up to something sus? Because he's in charge of the the other company, isn't it? Not the fertilizer one, the other one that keeps asking all the questions out the front. So maybe he's doing some sort of sabotagey stuff, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading into things too much. I do that.
A wave of relief washed over Luca, which was quickly replaced by a sense of dread.
Oh, yeah, because you're going to get in trouble.
Gran is going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
If he hurried, he might just make it home before sundown. Chapter 4. Our harvest awaits.
Okay, well, that sounds creepy. All right.
Luca took a deep breath and gingerly opened the door, steeling himself for Gran's wrath.
Gran? I'm home. Everything's fine. Gran? Gran? I know I wasn't supposed to go anywhere. I was just helping look for Rolo.
Luca was alone. The house was empty.
So Gran's not back yet. I guess that's a good thing. Nothing to do now but sleep, I guess. No! Is that the stuff that we could have explored?
Luca was sitting by the pond, listening to small waves lap against a rock. His father sat in a folding chair in front of him.
Ooh.
Without turning, he spoke.
Oh, hang on. Drink break.
Why don't you grab me some nice bait? Sure thing, Dad. Luca hopped over to the tackle box and popped open the lid. Inside was a rolling, buzzing mass.
Ew.
We're fishing with bees? Luca's father gave a warm chuckle. Well, you catch more fish with bees than honey. Pick us out a good one. Luca closed his eyes and plucked out a bee. He could feel its wings struggle between his finger and thumb. Holding it at arm's length, he hurried over. His father deftly baited the hook and examined his work. Interesting choice. With a practiced flick of the wrist, the line buzzed in a graceful arc. The water accepted it without a splash or ripple. The wrong choice. But I respect it. The pond began to freeze over. Sometimes we gotta make the wrong choice before we can make it right. Pallid ice propagated across the still surface with an alarming speed. Luca scrambled back as the ground beneath him turned cold. Dad? I don't understand. Sorry, kiddo. Understanding isn't always part of the deal. The relentless ice shot through the fishing line toward his father. Dad, look out! His father casually wound the reel. None of it's your fault, you know. Never was. Dad, we have to go! Luca grabbed his father's shoulders, trying to pull him away. Please, you have to run! The ice crackled as it spread across his father's hand. That's the thing about fishing, Luca. His chest began to crystallize. You toss your hook in, and you never know what you're gonna pull out. A shock of searing cold ran up Luca's arms. He gave one last desperate tug. The chair tipped backwards in a single frozen mass. Luca tried to stop the momentum, but it was too late. He watched the icy form of his father slam into the hard ground, shattering into 1,000 pieces that crowded around his feet. Dad, I don't understand. What does all this mean?
Is this kind of a way of saying that we need to go back and redo the bit that we just did by pushing the bully into the goop, maybe?
The gentle rustle of leaves was the only reply.
And still not.
Luca's eyes struggled to focus on the walkie-talkie.
Rolo.
Faintly, he could hear Rolo amongst the noise.
Luca. Rolo, is that you? Luca. There? Rolo, it's the middle of the night. Luca, thank God. Listen, I don't know how long this thing will work down here. Down here?
Rolo's voice was coming through more clearly now. But some words were still just static.
Listen to me. Someone grabbed me yesterday. What? The man in the hazmat suit? Took me to some sort of... I think I'm underground. Underground? Are you okay? Kinda. I seem more interested in, for now, at least, Mr. Kerr said you made it back home safe. Kerr? No. Trust. He's... Hold on, someone's coming.
The signal went silent.
Rollo? Rollo, where are you?
Luca held still, waiting for a response. His pounding heartbeat marking the passage of time.
Okay, I think they're gone. Getting worse. I can barely hear you.
Rollo's voice began to fade.
Losing signal. Not much time. Mission control. You need to... The treehouse. The treehouse.
The signal died for good.
What was he trying to say about the treehouse? What's at the treehouse? The antenna. He wants me to use the antenna in the treehouse to get a better signal. Rollo, you're a genius.
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and sprinted to the treehouse. Luca heard a group of footsteps approaching. He dashed behind the bushes to avoid being spotted.
Got Bran and 2 other people. So, we all understand our roles. You can count on me. I still think we need more time. This wasn't the original plan.
Mr. Tolliver paused, shifting his eyes to one side.
We're all in danger now. I, for one, refuse to sit idly by while that danger persists. Jeremy, just keep your wits about you.
Mr. Tolliver took one long, quiet breath.
All right. You can count on me. Just wish we could have made that deal with Heiress Valentine. Her resources would have still come in handy. As I said, I had no time to contact her after your call this morning. Plans change. How's Luca holding up? He's fine. We shouldn't lose sight of the fact that this is all... I know very well what all of this is for. We have no choice. Operation Sparkplug has a new objective. Are we in agreement?
The 3 shared a determined look.
Good. We'll reconvene after the festival. They try and take down the big corporation, help Valentine get stuff sorted, maybe? Gran, why are you meeting with Mr. Fratelli and... Oh, Mrs. Fratelli and Mr. Tolliver late at night? Hey, Luca. That. Dawn, you scared me. How long have you been here? Oh, just a few minutes. Earlier today I saw Mr. Tolliver and your Gran enter the diner together. When my shift at the newsstand was over, they still hadn't left. So I used the greatest tool of any investigative reporter. Time. When they left, I tailed them here. What do you think they're up to? Whatever it is, they seem organized and determined. They mentioned the festival. Yeah, I heard that too. Has your Gran been doing anything different recently? Anything strange? She got a phone call this morning and rushed out the door. A call from Hiram Tolliver, it seems. She was either furious or terrified. Or both. Luca, be careful out there. I think we might be in the middle of a scoop of a lifetime. I will. Aren't you coming out? Nah, I'm gonna stay out here for a bit longer. See you, Luca. She just slowly sinks back into the bushes. Treehouse. Ooh. What are you guys doing here? I did it. I changed the sign. Splendid. Did anyone see you? I don't believe so. You were right. It was simple enough to just rearrange the letters. Odd choice for a prank, though. In situations such as these, odd is good.
The 2 boys shared a mischievous grin.
Can't wait for everyone to see the big reveal. It should be quite memorable. What am I saying? Memorable. Let's make ourselves scarce for now. What sign did they change? Is the one behind me? No, okay. Perennial harvest. Brody, hurry up to the treehouse. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. ominous. Rollo, are you there? I'm at the treehouse now, Rollo. Mr. Kerr said you were all right. What happened out there? Dang it, Rollo, where are you? Ooh. Who's there?
Luca could only see a cloaked shape behind the rocket.
I've got weapons in here. So you better come out right now.
To hear as a muffled voice began.
Weapons. How could you hurt something that's already
Fear
dead?
gripped Luca's throat.
Who are you? What? Oh, it's the boy that we pushed into the stuff, isn't it? What? You don't recognize me? Guess I don't even recognize myself
Luca
anymore.
stared at the ground for a moment, trying to place the dampened voice. The figure shifted slowly from behind the rocket, revealing itself to Luca.
I'm a monster. And now they hunt me like the beast I am. Iggy.
Luca reached over empathetically. Iggy's tone jolted to dejected anger.
Don't touch me. This is all your fault.
Luca slumped to the ground, overwhelmed by guilt.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I lost control. So you couldn't control yourself for a second, and I get to be like this forever. Must be a way to fix this. Oh, you're gonna be my savior? Perfect little Luca saves the day with his positive attitude and the power of friendship. None of this matters. There's no time. They're after me. They chased me all through Weepwood. I only came in here to hide. Hide from who? Who's after you? Luca! Luca! Rollo! It's not safe, Luca! Rollo, where are you? The treehouse! I'm at the treehouse, Rollo. Where are you? No, Luca, the treehouse isn't safe. They said they were going to the treehouse. I was trying to tell you to stay away from the treehouse. Who said they were going to the treehouse? The clipboards! What did I tell you? Those perennial harvest wackadoos are after me. They've been chasing me, yelling questions at me. What sort of questions? They were saying the same stuff they always do, but it's different now. Less asking, more threatening. We're gonna figure this out, Iggy. Yeah, well, thanks. Hello? Is anyone present in this arboreal domicile? Crap, they found me. Luca, what's happening? Don't panic. You stay here and I'll see what they want. Oh, wow. Okay. Hello, Mr. Van Horn. We would love to hear your thoughts. Do you have time for an informal chat? We will be brief. Your time is valuable to us. Be down in just a second. Of course. Creepy. We have a problem. Luca, you gotta get out of there. Who's out there? Is it them? Yeah, it's the clipboards. A bunch of them. How many? Maybe all of them? And yeah, you were right. They're saying the same stuff, but with the creepy knob cranked to 10. Might young Iggy be present? We would love to hear his thoughts. Run!
Iggy slumped to his knees.
I don't know what to do. I'm just so tired. Luca, what do we do?
Luca grabbed the walkie-talkie and headed for the window.
Follow my lead.
Luca and Iggy climbed up the back of the treehouse to its roof, where Rollo had constructed his MCDC, the Mission Control Defense Cannon.
Nice.
Behind the crowd of clipboards, William Kerr strode forward, a warm smile on his face.
Soldier. Iggy, there you are. You gave us a heck of a scare. Go away, just leave me alone. No, I'm sorry, Iggy, but no can do. Don't worry though, we're here to help. Help? Then why were you chasing me? Luca, can you talk some sense into your pal here? Just look at him, he's not well. What's wrong with him? What did that gunk do to him? Well, that's a pretty honkin' big question, Luca. All you need to know is that he's sick. He's real sick, Luca. I just need you to let us up there and take care of him. You told me Rollo was okay, that he was back at his place resting. He is. Poor fella just got a little lost. That's a lie. That is a hurtful thing to say, Luca. I thought we were buddies. Why? Because he let you ramble on like a wackadoo? Nobody likes you, you creep.
Her smile faltered.
Ooh. Why don't you pop on down here so we can have a face-to-face? Yelling like this is going to give us all a heck of a sore throat. And who wants
Luca's
that?
grip tightened on the MCDC.
Blast him. Do it. What did you do to Rollo, liar? Well, shucks, Luca. The only tiny fib I told you was that he was at home. He is resting, and he is perfectly safe. For now, at least. What happens to him next is up to you, Luca. Look around. You're in quite a pickle, and I am the only person in the whole wide world who can help you. You get to decide how this ends.
Luca's mind raced. He was caught in a trap. What do you do when there's no hope? He wiped his cheeks with a sleeve. What are you gonna do, Luca?
Okay, Luca drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. Fine, let's do it. Let's blast
Luca
some of these
drew
guys.
himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Fight. He swung the mission control defense cannon around, aiming it confidently at the smirking face of William Kerr.
It's not gonna work, is it? Oh, come on. Hey, Mr. Kerr.
Luca summoned his most insolent demeanor.
Rollo sends his regards. Ah. Hey, that was uncalled for. More than a little rude, and just plain unsanitary. Luca, I really did think we were good pals. What a shame that it's come to this.
Turned his back on the two boys.
And this.
With a nonchalant wave of the hand, he made his exit.
They're gonna run up the rope or something, aren't they?
As the clipboards began to slowly advance on the treehouse, Luca looked to Iggy with resignation in his eyes. The end.
No.
That escalated quickly. Maybe discretion was the better part of valor here. Let's put a pin in this for now.
Okay. So we're gonna leave it there. I will come back and we'll make the decision on what's best. So, there's this. So we've got the Warehouse of Horrors. So that's one branch. So we can try the struggle there and see what happens. Otherwise, we go back to the fight and we tickle instead of do strange, and then see where that branches off to. So yeah, we'll end it now, and I'll come back. When I come back, we'll do Warehouse of Horrors. We'll see where that one goes to. Because I can't remember when we picked that one. But yeah, so when we come back, we'll do that one to see where that leads off to, and yeah, see where it goes from there, and then see if it's worth coming back to do these ones before progressing too far. Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much for joining me. Obviously, again, it's the standard thing. If you liked it, like, share, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. Hopefully, I'll be able to do another video fairly soon. It just depends on when I have the time at the moment. But yeah, this is quite a cute, fun little game. Not what I was kind of expecting, but I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, so hopefully you are too. It's definitely worth playing it yourself as well. Then you won't have my terrible voice reading everything to you. But yeah, give it a go. But if you're interested, yeah, come back next time, watch, and we'll see where we go from here. All right, thanks. Bye.